always an exciting, fun tournament to play in every year. So the guys love coming and playing at Dwyer Stadium. It's obviously a step up from the old school ballparks, and stuff. So we get to, play a nice, professional, grade field and stuff. So along with me, I have 5 players that have played a significant part in this year's success so far. First is junior Matt Travis. He plays second base and pitches for us. He has a win on the mound for us this year. He's pitched a couple of big games for us. We beat Letchworth, who was undefeated at the time, and Matt took us through the whole game with that win. So Matt has done a great job for us this year. We have junior Sammy Guzmano. He plays right field for us and also pitches. He's a lefty on the mound. He's 3-0 so far this year. We're trying to get him back going. He kind of hurt his knee a little bit in one game, but he's on his way back here to get going again, hopefully for us very soon. So he's been doing a great job for us on the mound. Then we have junior Joe Agulia. He also has 3 wins on the mound for us this year. Great hitter, hits in 3 spots for us, hitting right around 500 this year after 11 games. All right, so he's been super hot lately at the plate. We have senior captain Kyle Casey. He catches for us. You never have to worry with Kyle behind the plate. He's blocking everything, making good calls and stuff. So he has a couple throwouts this year. Again, he's our cleanup hitter, hitting close to 500 on the year through 11 games. All right, so just doing a good job for us. We have senior captain Owen Thompson. He's playing first for us. He's hitting around 550 so far this year for us through 11 games. So he's just been on a tear pace this year for us hitting wise. Past couple of years he's been our ace pitching wise, but he's kind of just getting over a previous injury as well. So he's just gradually getting back into the pitching rotation too a little bit. So we just pitched a inning our last game, so we're kind of working him back in again. Once he gets going again, who knows with us how far we can go this year. So we're hoping he can
we're
get
9-2, and we played some tough ball games, and we just kind of came out on top. Have a few one-run wins, and that's different from last year. Last year we were on the other end of that, so this year we're coming on top of the close game. So everyone's been chipping in, and we're playing as a team this year, so things have been going well. Yeah, I mean, all 3 teams are going to be competitive and tough, so we got to come in and play our game. We can't overlook anybody. Batavia obviously being a bigger school in the league they play in, they're always going to be tough. And Notre Dame 1 loss, and then Oakfield, even though their record, they have 4, walk-off losses. So, they could very easily be 6-2. So. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you like to come into someone else's tournament and come out on top, So, I mean, obviously everyone's rooting for the home team and stuff. Again, we're not that far, but, again, we're kind of the outskirts, and we're not the home team. So, it's always nice to come in and beat those teams everyone else is rooting for.
First off, I'd just like to thank you all for everything that you do for us and for once again inviting us for the tournament and for hosting us for this luncheon. I'd also like to thank you, this team, before the season even started, and the community faced a lot of adversity, and some of you guys, including Mr. Turnbull, have reached out in support in our loss of Coach Dan Gilbert, so I'd really like to thank you guys for all your support in that as well. 4 guys I brought with me are all 4 seniors. Jake Borkholder is on the right, Reese Woodward, Austin Katarski, and Trevor Fitch. All 4 of these guys actually I coached on modified and on JV, and this is my first year on JV or on varsity, so it's nice to have them all the way up through the program. Not exactly the start to the season that we wanted, only getting 8 games in. We're 2-6 right now. However, most teams don't see this in a number of years. We've lost 4 one-run walk-off games, 1 to Attica and 1 to Notre Dame. So we've been competitive. We just got to put 7 innings together, and we'll be okay. As everybody else said, we're looking forward to this tournament. A couple of reasons. It'll be nice facing Batavia first. Always good competition. Helping out Coach Saunders is Coach James Patrick, who I played for at Oakfield. And helping out me is Coach Alex Grice, who played for Coach Saunders. So both of us get to go and coach against our old coaches. So it should be fun. We're looking forward to it. Good luck to all 4 teams, and like I said, looking forward to it. Thank you
By
guys.
thanking the Rotary, not only for the tournament, but all you do for the Batavia community, in which I'm a part of, and especially what you do for Notre Dame, especially with the scholarships that you provide for our students. It's very well appreciated, all your efforts, and you make Batavia a better place to live. So thank you for everything that you do. As far as our baseball team this year, we're off to our best start in a long time. We're currently 9-1. The one game we lost was 5-4 to Attica. We had 3 walk-off wins. One of them, I believe, was against Oakfield. So we've had some tight games with both those teams, just as Attica has had tight games. So I think it'll be a very competitive tournament this year. My 2 players that I have with me are my 2 seniors, and they're the leaders of our team, both on and off the field. On the field, it's my shortstop, third baseman, my 2 leading hitters. Evan's gotten 3 wins in relief and 2 saves, so he's pitched well for us as our closer, and Dylan is 1-1. So they've been a big part of where we are
Well,
today.
we're off to our best start in recent times. We're 9-1. We've had 3 walk-off wins, which have really helped us. 2 of the games we're actually behind going into the 7th inning. But our kids have actually shown a lot of grit and character, and they've hung in there and battled. And 2 of the games that we had, the close games, were against Attica and Oakfield. Attica we lost 5-4, and in Oakfield we won with a run in the bottom of the 7th. So with those 3 teams are pretty competitive. We don't get to play Batavia except if you play them in the tournament, so it's always tough to gauge on how you're going to match up with them. But I know Batavia, Oakfield, and Notre Dame are all pretty even. Yeah, well, Attica is got a really good team. We played them already. It was a real close game both ways. Their pitching is really pretty decent this year, and Casey and Thompson have been on varsity, I think, for at least 3, probably 4 years. And they're both real steady players and pretty consistent. So that'll be a tough game. And then if we get past that, again, either Oakfield or Batavia is going to be a formidable opponent. So we'll just have to see what happens. Yeah, there is. And it's also the thing that I always try to stress. It's a week before sectionals, and it's the type of atmosphere with, that kind of win and go home that you get into in sectionals. And the tournament kind of mirrors that. And the level of competition also kind of mirrors what you're going to get in the sectionals from maybe the semifinals on. So in that, we always look at it as kind of a warm-up for sectionals as well.
I'd just like to address you. I have been passing it off to the players the last few years because I'm the last standing guy for this original tournament that Bill Souther and I got together 17 years ago, 19 years ago. That's how long it's been. And we got together when I first got hired at Batavia, and we decided we wanted to do something good for all the good teams in Batavia. And so, as Coach Sutherland and I put this together, even before the Rotary got on board, and to see it last and be so successful, and the Rotary took it over, it's just a treat for all the teams to get to play here. You heard them say that Alex played for me, and now James is with me. Well, James also played for me, as did Notre Dame's assistant coach, Mike Spator. So I had connections to all 3 teams that played in my program, and that's all I've been coaching. That being said, I'd like to thank the Rotary for continuing on with this all the time. It's a great tournament. The kids always look forward to playing it. And as I said, the last couple of years, I have stepped aside and let my kids say what they feel. And I brought 2 of my seniors with me, Casey and AJ. They're both seniors. They both pitch for me. Casey also plays infield, outfield, and AJ plays third base. And they're both having very productive senior seasons. So I'll turn it over to one of these guys that can tell you what it means to be a kid playing this.
Yeah. Like I said, my name's Casey, and coming from the standpoint of a kid growing up playing baseball in Batavia, you grew up with some of these kids from Oakfield and Notre Dame, playing with them in Little League. And this tournament, because we don't play in the GR, we play these Rochester schools, so it's just good memory. Coming back, playing old friends. It's lot better. We support him.